Hello everybody, Slothalopolis here with the Average Gamer guys. There is a lot of Halo Wars 2 content coming right up. We have our update today, July 25th, along with a bunch of patch notes. First and foremost, we're just going to run through patch notes. Not going to make this too terribly long because I don't want to just sit here and read a list of text to you, but I did want to kind of show this and get the first of many videos out that we're going to be doing for the Serina and Operation Spearbreaker DLC release. And I just kind of wanted to go over some of the big things. The UI and navigation. When we get these updates and a lot of these patch notes, a lot of times it's really small stuff for the vast majority of things. So things like being able to pull up your friends list to see who you're coming up against in a ranked match. So they went through all the trouble of hiding who you're going up against in game, but then you were able to pull up your friends list. Little things like that. But this thing is actually going to be really nice for me. Incorrect control group UI when changing from PC to controller inputs. Sometimes I will use my PC, but I'm a controller guy at heart. I got to have my controller. So things like that are really nice. Working on a lot of campaign checkpoints, making sure a lot of skulls are working on specific campaign missions. But the big things that we're going to see here, supply pad upgrade time changed to 15 seconds. That's going to be pretty substantial for beginning economy. That's going to be a big area of focus for people when they're really just starting the matches and things like that. That's going to be a big thing. Wolverine's automatically pathing to get in attacking range of garrisons. So that's good because before we'd have just Wolverines kind of sitting outside of these garrison units and just getting shot, and they wouldn't react. So that's kind of frustrating. Along the lines with the garrisons, you can now no longer select specific units inside the garrisons. That's kind of the give and take with garrisons is you can't select the units inside to focus fire and make those units more effective offensively because the garrison is just going to buff off their defense. So it was kind of making garrisons a little bit OP. So that's going to be really good. Things like reflecting damage on the ram ability is really good. Shield bars no longer regenerating while taking damage during a recharge. That's really good. The snipers were attacking some sentinels that were guarding power nodes, things like that. The phantoms can no longer drop units off the map. That's really frustrating to lose some units. Hunters are getting a little bit of buff with their assault beam. It wasn't doing AoE damage before, and now it is. Um, Engineers and Nightingales are now affected by EMP Mag Blast, which is always good. Inconsistencies with the Warthog upgrade. I am actually not sure what that is. I may have missed the boat on something there, but whatever it is, it's fixed now. A lot of things with Commander Jerome and the Arbiter. The specific leader abilities causing some issues, especially with line of sight and the fog of war kind of stuff. So that stuff is no longer an issue, so that's good. Taking damage on the Mantis. We also had some little things um, like a visual bug when the command Mantis would go down, all that stuff. Here we do see a lot of the issues with specific skulls on specific campaign missions. For me, this is the big stuff, the leader powers. Ghost in the Machine, as Vision is lost in Blitz, no longer prevents further cards being played. Did not run against that myself, but that's a pretty big issue. That would cripple Isabel with the right set of circumstances. That would be really frustrating. Um, Sergeant Johnson's Pelican transport's no longer free. Didn't know that was a thing either. Siphon works a little bit better. Um, Ghost in the Machine can no longer be picked up by the Pelican transport leader power. So that's kind of an interesting tactic. I'm not sure that I agree that that was a problem. It kind of seems like a cool little wombo combo of abilities. I'm gonna ghost in the machine all of your units, and then I'm gonna Pelican transport them back to my base and wait for them to turn, and I'm just gonna kill them all while I'm inside my own base, and you can't hurt me. So I don't know that that was necessarily an issue, but they changed it, so I guess they wanted it to be. So the big thing for me is powers such as Glassing Beam and Vortex Lightning no longer canceled if the player loses vision during charge up. That was one that was really frustrating. If you were kind of using Glassing Beam at the last minute to like help sway a little fight, it would get cut short if you lost sight. So if fog of war came over that area, your glassing beam was just over. And that's a lot of energy to spend on something that just goes away. So that's really, really frustrating. So that's back. That's good. Just some engine things for you PC guys, working on the AMD and all that stuff, and just some art and audio. So not a ton of things overall, but as usual, it's a lot of tiny little things that make a difference. And I'm glad they're putting in the time and the effort to change all these little things and to fix them because I feel like it really does help. So that's what we have so far. Here in just a few hours, we will start bringing tons and tons and tons of brand new Serina Halo Wars 2 content. So I do appreciate if I missed anything big, please do feel free to let me know, and I will see you next time.